These screws are just, if you saw the first video, just temporarily holding it in place. That's one side. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Well, let's start from the very beginning. Ooh, 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 ooh. A very good place to start. I'll have to go through with a paintbrush and hit the spots I can't get. Which, with all these inside corners, there's a lot. Okay, I'll get a brush out and do all the touch-up. The outside should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of paint on me. That's not a sign of a good painter, is it? I buy these really cheap brushes because I know I'm not going to clean it out. And they're only like $1, so I just throw it away at the end. Then I always have clean brushes for the next time. Unless I know, like, tomorrow I might be painting again with the same color. It's latex paint, so I'll throw it in some water. That works pretty good. They're not very good brushes, but that's all right. Mama, that's all right, I say. I'm not painting this because it's getting shingles. I was a little disappointed in my stapler. It would drive it through, and no matter, I could turn the pressure way down, but then it wouldn't advance the staple. So there wasn't a happy medium in there. So I ended up screwing everything together. And I do want it solid. I don't want it falling apart. You just had to do that, right? Okay, so now maybe I will have to paint it. Okay, that's all the interior hard work stuff. Remember I said I wasn't going to paint the roof part? Well, it was kind of bugging me that I might be leaving something uncoated. So it'll help protect the wood. Even though this is an indoor course, it won't be exposed to the elements. It'll be exposed to human elements, I suppose. Hopefully it's built well enough so that when kids are playing with it, or adults, you know how they get rambunctious sometimes, throwing each over the building. Don't you wish you could paint your house this quick? I have an airless paint sprayer. It goes into a 5-gallon bucket, and I used to be able to paint an entire garage. I could do it alone, by myself, without anybody, in a day. 2-car, 24 by 24 ranch-style garage. You could paint the entire body, 2 coats. It goes with a sprayer, it just goes really fast. And without any windows or doors put in, you just blast away. And if you're using T111, a sprayer is great because it gets in every nook and cranny. There, one side done. Over to the other side. I put it up on blocks so that it wouldn't get stuck down and I can get down really well. Might be getting a job with Santa Claus painting his whatever, his reindeer's barn. with this red, the white really makes it pop. You know what I'm saying? With that bright, even though it's not a sunny day, with the brightness outside, it makes it hard to see in here. Side number 2. Hi. Oh, how immature. That's another reason I wanted to paint it. I thought, oh, people will say, oh, Ken, you're so immature. Gone. Gone are the days of high. So this is looking pretty red, of course. It's a pretty red, but when that trim is on, this is just going to be I'm so excited about that, seeing the trim go on. And as it turns out, I think I have enough of the PVC board. I have a whole lot of it of 1x4. Well, like 5 or 6 pieces, 8 to 10 foot long. Should be enough to do this and make the window and door frames and so on. Wall 3. Wall 4. Okay. So we can let that dry. Now I'll move on to the next thing. So I've cut the majority of the parts for length. Now I have to go on the table saw and rip them all to 1-inch pieces. And then we're ready to put some windows and doors together. I have the table saw out here, so I'll just rip those and I'll be right back. All right, I've ripped all of the 8-inch long ones. These are, I think they're 12. Safety goggles, earmuffs, pusher. I'll set these on the table. I'm going to pre-drill 4 for 4 windows, tops and bottoms, and for 2 doors, tops and bottoms. Well, we'll do the big door, the downstairs barn door first. Tops and bottoms will have a hole. I'll drill those. Make sure I don't get one upright like that. That would be bad. I'm going to use pipe clamps to hold them in place. Times 2. I'm offsetting the clamps, obviously, so I can get a screw in there. Let's just check for square. 18.5 exact. 7/16. Why is that? It's maybe a 32nd under a half, so it's not as bad. We're off a 32nd of an inch. Going with it. Okay, drill. Normally I would like to use 1 5/8 screws, but I don't have any. So these are 2 inch. That's actually probably pretty doggone good. Good. So I can put caulking over these screw heads. This PVC wood is or board is actually soft, so it takes that screw really well without splitting, unlike wood. Okay, so that's very solid. You might say it's kid-proof, maybe. Okay, so now I didn't cut enough of these. I need to cut another one because I need dividers here. So I'll cut those, be right back. Okay, I just milled out a few extras to make sure I had enough, just in case. So now we need 2 of these in here. Oh, that's a good fit. To make it look like 2 doors. I actually need to drill through 2 of these because we need little short pieces to come across. So I'll do that. That'll be a hole, a hole here in each of them at 6 inches. Okay. So I've assembled these 2. These are going to go against each other, and they're going to go like that. Let's see if they fit. Wow, almost don't have to nail that. Almost. Need a crossbuck in here. I'm trying to do it to make sure that there's as few screws as possible show up. That's good. That's the same. 3 and 50, 3 and 15, 3 and 15, 3 and 15. These are sometimes tricky. They're always tricky, actually. So 44 brings it 44-degree angle. If I bring that tight along here, brings it perfect into this corner. So now I can just, this one should be the same cut. Okay, I'll go with that. Okay, I like that. I just have to screw it together, and then we should be good. Let's compare it to the chicken coop door. Oh yeah, just the same. Looks a little like a jigsaw, but these are the pieces that I wanted to screw in. When this is together, you can't see the screws, so that's good. And now we've got to do the others. So we'll set this in here. Good snug fit. Good, 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 good. It's funny, they all fit before I screwed them together. There. Wow, don't even have to. I will though. I need to screw them top and bottom and on the sides. I'm pretty sure this wood is soft enough I don't have to pre-drill. I didn't for these, screwing them in this way. So we'll just do that. right, now 2 there and 2 there, and it's done. There, very good. Let's look at it over against the barn. You know it. So I just put a couple screws here that are about the right height. Just wanted to, wow. That's really nice. So there'll be a small door up here that where the high drive will come in, where they'll hit a golf ball up in there. I'll make a hole, then it'll come out the other side. Hey, so the world is a painter's canvas, eh? Tell me what this reminds you of. Let's go. That doesn't show up very well. Does that remind you of anything yet? I guess it does of Kaya, because she's barking at something. How about what if? Look at that. I could be who is that guy that paints trees? And like happy mistakes, or no mistakes, just happy, whatever it was. Oh, I like it. That's a mess. Oh, let's let's back up just a little bit and take a look at that. Oh, Bob Ross is here. Wow. Sorry, time out. I just had to take a break. Well, we're going to set it down on the floor. Right now, I think it's maybe 20 pounds. I don't know. But I need to get it set here so I can mount the door from underneath. So I'll do that. And now we're going to mount the opening for the hay mow, so to speak, up above. I don't know why it's hay mow, but that's what I've always heard it called. So now I'll before I secure it, I'm going to draw here and cut out an opening for the high drive so that the ball can go through here. I've made some marks here for the 2 windows. So we'll secure those from the back. Now for the interesting part, making the chute, so to speak. I think I'm going to do it up on the table. All right, let the fun begin. Just have to do an angle, and I think I need to enclose the entire tunnel so that the ball can't come out and get stuck in here. So I got to round up some plywood, Luan kind of stuff. So I have built the channel here for where the ball comes in from the high drive on that side, and will come down and come out here. I hope it fits. It's kind of fun. Well, let me show you. I'm sure it'll fit. I think. So this is probably almost as heavy as the whole barn. It's out of 3/4 inch plywood. That's what I had, so that's what I used. But I made a little tongue to stick out the door at the bottom, so that the ball. I just thought of something. I need to make a chute to narrow that up. Well, anyway, let's try this in and put it in and see how that works. Then we'll go to the next step. I don't know why that was my biggest concern, was the ball getting trapped in here. Okay. So you can see that, I guess you can see, the ball will come right out of here, but it could conceivably catch on the sides. I've got to build a little angle piece for the ball to come, so it'll channel it out. There you can see I just mounted a couple of angle pieces to move the ball to the center. Well, let's put it in. I'll try to run some blind screws so that it can't be seen from outside. There, that looks good. So this will be kind of covered up as well because there'll be a high drive that'll go up into there. All right, let's try a golf ball. All right, whack it. Hole in one. It works. We are about ready to add some serious beauty to this. We're going to add some trim. That's going to just set this off so much. The windows and door actually did a lot as it was, but we're going to start doing the trim. I've already cut some, and I'm going to bevel the ones coming across here to match the roof line. So I'm going to rip that out on the table saw right now. I've set this saw, I did a sample cut. That's 3.5 inches, so I'm going to rip it at a 33.5 degree angle, and so I can get 2 out of 1. It's kind of interesting. These are all small pieces, but it would be nice to have a second hand holding this stuff. So this is going across here. Yeah, second hand, that'd be great. Okay, now I can come over and get the measurement for this side. Wow. That white is just really making it look sharp. And the second piece. Good, 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 good. Well, I think I'm done for the day. I need to go take a nap or something. I can do that because I'm kind of retired, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, we have the chute where the ball will go up in there. If I was good enough, I could throw it up in there, maybe. Go up in there, it'll go down a chute and come out the backside. So I got some trim on. I have to do all of this around here. I think I'll trim a white band all around the perimeter on the bottom. That should look really good. And then I'll be putting some trim on the high drive and shingling the roof sections. That won't take many shingles. It's probably like 3, almost 1 to do the top and 1 on top of here. And then it'll be done. Next video. So I guess it's going to be a 3-part series. Sorry. Hope you enjoyed it. Hey, leave a comment, hit the like button, And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. See you later.